I really, really am so pleased to be able to speak on behalf of Hillary, who is the most prepared candidate ever to be President of the United States. I have known Hillary for quite a long time. We did go to the same college. I gather there's some Wellesley grads here. She's 10 years younger, but at least I know where she got her study habits. And I first met Hillary when she was doing things for the Children's Defense Fund, and it was really incredible. She'd come to Washington and talk to people about children who couldn't speak for themselves, which is kind of typical of the way that Hillary has operated in terms of her public service and her interest in helping those who cannot help themselves. And she was dynamite and dynamic in every single way. What happened was, when I was named to the United Nations, Hillary, there were a lot of people kidded about the fact that she was channeling Eleanor Roosevelt, but, and maybe she was, because Eleanor Roosevelt was obviously instrumental in a lot of the start of the United Nations, and Hillary got fascinated by it, came up fairly often to New York, and we met with a lot of different ambassadors, and she really got into it. And then when we went to the Women's Conference in Beijing, I was technically the leader of the delegation, but she was obviously the superstar, and it was interesting because it had been like all kind of conferences where a lot of buzz and stuff, and then when Hillary spoke, the whole place became completely electrified in terms of the First Lady of the United States coming and saying what became the symbolic statement for women's movement throughout the world. Women's rights are human rights, and human rights are women's rights. And so what really did happen was that as a result of that conference, there were action plans set up everywhere in the world in order to do something more about women. Donald Trump didn't read it.